Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Intuitive Catalyst podcast. I'm Leilani, your host, and today we are joined with the deeply divine, incredibly irreverent, so wise Colin Bedell. Colin is an astrologer, author, and artist who explores identity and relationships through his work. As co-founder of QueerCosmos, he creates accessible resources for LGBTQIA plus individuals and their allies. Featured on Good Morning America, Cosmopolitan.com, and Discovery Plus's Written in the Stars, Colin blends spirituality, scholarship, and creativity to inspire connection and belonging. And y'all, I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you that this was one of my favorite episodes to record. Colin is so funny, so encouraging, just pure sunshine in human form. And yet he brings this wisdom to this work that is so rooted in the cosmos and is able to make it accessible on a human level, like make it practical, which is something that is difficult to do. I've been following a lot of astrologers for a long time, and the way that he makes it so human is something that is so interesting, and it makes me want more and more and more from him. We explore so many themes in this episode around navigating the unknown, navigating uncertainty. We talk a lot about the importance of love and connection, and how, as spiritual beings navigating a human experience, how important it is for us to connect on a level that is deeply human. It's so good, y'all. I cannot wait for you to dive into it. So without further ado, I welcome my dear friend, Colin Bedell. Colin, QueerCosmos on the podcast. How are you, babe?
I am so well. I'm so excited to be talking to you. We have so much energy in Aquarius, and I think that, these signs are best expressed through people, not just principles. So I'm honored to be spending this time with you, an Aquarius woman.
Oh my gosh, I love you so much. And this will air in a couple of months, but you're going to tell us all about this new moon in Aquarius and this year, hopefully a little bit.
Because Aquarius is setting this tone for the next 20 years.
20 years. I know. We are in it. We are in the age of Aquarius.
Apparently. I'm like, show me where. I know we got 20 years.
Oh my God.
We're here. We're in it. We're doing it.
We're here. We're doing it. And so before we get into all the juicy nuggets, Colin, who are you? What is your you're like immediate. What is your big work in the world, and how do you source from your intuition to do that work?
Ooh, love those questions. Yes. So my name is Colin, and I'm an astrologer. I would say that my big work in the world is related to this, to that, to astrology as a means for self-exploration and a path for, technically, I would say, direct experience with God as we understand it. Astrology really helped me experience divinity more effectively than anything else. And so what I want to do is provide a space for that same level of exploration. And I hopefully can source that, honestly, predominantly through rituals and routine. So I'm a big fan of a routine, not right away in the morning, but right when I wake up, slowly, gently accessing through meditation, through prayer, the workbook of A Course in Miracles, the 3 pages of the morning pages in the Artist Way, and regular rituals, just a space for the sacred, especially in moments of transition. So, yeah.
And then you share it with us in this, because you have a very strong social media presence. You're everywhere. But the way that you do, I think what drew me into you is that you, astrologers can sometimes be so... What am I going to say?
Say it, Aries moon.
My Aries, they can be a little, focused, a little stuffy. Sometimes it's here are the stars, scientific. I feel like astrologers can be very here's the science, here's the basis, and explain it in a way this is what is going to happen. And you do it in a way that's bitch, we are going for it. And you bring people onto your channel that are just we're also going for. It's just like, it's just beautiful. I love that.
You. That means so much to me because I literally just recorded a video basically about this, kind of related to, our astrologers doing everything that we can to stop cosplaying as academics.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
are
that's what
we
I
doing?
mean.
We're not at Yale. I don't want to be at Yale.
I know.
Like
We
new
all
age.
dropped out of Yale.
Okay, right. Like Yale dropout. Okay. No, I thank you so much for saying that because I think I told you that's how I learned astrology was through fun, joy, the gay clubs in Hell's Kitchen in the early
Mm,
2000s. That was my direct experience to this conversation. It was never, and listen, we all have times and spaces for more of those kind of like theoretical academic frameworks, should that be the way that you want to learn. And I never want to discredit that if that's what people desire. But that was not my path for learning. It was experiential, it was more observational, it was highly relational from the word go.
mhm.
And I would like to teach that way, but it is hard to do that on social media. It is. So I'm just kind of challenging myself to do that as best as I can.
But I mean, you're a performer, clearly, right? I heard a little birdie told me you were on Project Runway. Were you a model?
Oh my God, not me leaving the podcast.
Colin
Oh
has
my,
left the screen. He literally left.
leaves the chat. I would never. Yes, I have had my moments. Okay. Yes, 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 yes.
So I mean, all that to say, like the spotlight loves you, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm a Leo rising, even though I swear to God, just stay in my nice little corner. My Capricorn moon would love to just kind of be in his office and working and
Mhm.
researching all day. But I just look at like the Leo, the performer, as also, in South Asian cultures, I just learned this about 2 years ago. The dancers, the performers, they were the priests
Ooh,
because they were the mediators between the heavens and earth.
that makes sense. Oh,
I
I just
know.
got goosebumps.
Oh, see, truth bumps, baby, right? Because I was
It's
in. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
no,
Because
I was
you're.
going to say artistry, all it is channeling. That's all it is.
That's all it is. And when I was that character in Project Runway, when I was booked in certain things, I would look at the the lookbook and the picture and just kind of be like, who is this person? And then try
Mm,
my best to embody that. And I think that's the role of the performer in so many ways is to channel and move and to quote my friend Miracle Laurie, who's an Akashic Records reader. I had asked her, what do the records say that the role of the performer is? And she says it's to say the unexpressed.
mm. Oof.
Isn't that good?
That's so good.
Yeah, I was just messaging her today, so I can't wait to tell her that she came up. But
Ooh,
yeah, and she's a Leo, so she knows. And I think that's the astrologer, that's the shaman. We're all channeling this information. And I loved seeing the Cambodian temples because the priestesses and the priests were the dancers, the entertainers. They connected people to a spiritual force that I think sometimes, like, I can only speak for my Catholic upbringing, the church never really did.
no.
So,
Not in ways that were unfettered,
oh, good point.
right?
Yeah.
Like there's just so much, there was so much clutter is what I'm hearing. Like divine clutter, right?
In the rules and the
Hmm.
doctrine, dogma. And, God bless my Virgo grandmother, because she would always kind of like introduce healthy skepticism and say, God is wherever people are gathered. She
Mm,
let's talk about that and help me understand that spirit is so boundless. And sometimes I think astrology and other metaphysicians and theologians try to put bounds on the boundless. And
yes.
your girl is bored. Okay.
We did mention before we started recording when you start to go into she, her pronouns, that means a bitch is done.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, Aries moon.
Okay. Okay, give us your astrology so we have some context for the listeners.
Whew. I just got so much laughter from this. Thank you. Thank
Hey.
you. A girl is done. A bitch is done. Whew. I am a Gemini sun and a twin. So I have a twin sister named Courtney. Shout out to my twin sister.
Oh.
I'm a Capricorn moon. So truthfully, at my core, I really would have, but maybe I did it in a past life, right? Like I would be a little bit more remote in my research and my questions in my work, but I'm trying to express the Gemini sun in this lifetime, more social, relational, communicative. And then I have a Leo rising as well. But what's been really sweet is my friends have all said that they see me more in my Mars and Cancer energy. So I try to be very protective and nurturing and a force of care for the people that I love, because Cancer is all about that. And when I love you, I will do everything I can to keep you safe. So, Cancer.
And then when a bitch is done,
She's out.
she out. I
Okay.
know that about
But
cancers.
1,000%. And guess the fuck what? You will get the exit interview because my Capricorn channeled, and I'm gonna like schedule the let me tell you why I'm leaving you. Okay.
That must be my North Node in Cancer because I I have to tell you why.
1,000%. Because like you pushed me to this, you left me with no choice, and then it becomes that,
Love you
right?
with no choice. You have no idea how hard I tried.
So exit interview, right?
Exit
Exactly.
interview. And just for context, listeners, Leilani, Aquarius Sun, Aries
Yes.
Moon,
Forget it.
Scorpio Rising, North Node, and Cancer, which is where my life is, where I'm going, and then Mars and Venus in Pisces, which means I can be sweet
Yes. Yes. And so mystical. That's
and
I would
very
say
mystical,
so many of your gifts from.
very intuitive. Yeah. So, Colin, the question that I have been really leaning into, and I feel like you're just going to, no pressure, but I just feel like, what does it mean for you, Colin? What does it mean to be human?
I'm actually thinking what it means to be human is to come into being through love given and received.
Mm, that just like melted in my body. Tell us more.
It's the Aries Libra axis. It's what it means to know who you are because you are loved and loving towards others. I believe that is the spiritual obligation we are all asked to express. Right? We have it upside down though, right? We think that the self is made, through distance and solitude and, I'm going to be over here and you're over there. I got to learn to love myself first before. But actually, I think identity, becoming human, is inherently a relational experience.
Mm.
I mean, look at how the human is made.
Yeah.
Hello,
Oh
Mars and
my
Cancer.
gosh. I've never thought about that. It's made through connection. All of it, the entire process.
And then sometimes even 6 months after, I watched my twin sister give birth to newborns. These baby just they just know what to do. They just know. It's crazy, like in relationship with the mother and the child, when things are healthy and all of that. But yeah, we are made in connection, we stay in connection. It's frankly what it means to be human is to really understand and experience love. I think without that, there's no humanity.
Oh my gosh. Without love, there's no humanity. And I feel like when you describe love, because I am so intuitive, like what I feel, you're not talking about what we see in rom-coms. You're not talking about like you're talking about divine love, right? Break it down.
Yes, the fuck I Okay, break it
Okay.
down. Aries, everybody get you an Aries moon girly, I swear. No, so it's just making love. We're gonna kind of set it free from like the kingdom, the queendom of just romantic and intimate love, but making a loving exchange a part of routine human interaction wherever, however, how often, where appropriate. And I know how this sounds. And also the salvation of the earth depends on it. So I'm just curious what else you think is more important.
This will say relational, intentional, consistent love that shows up is what will save
That's
the world.
100%. So I know it's hard and you're past and you're this and you're that. I'm not really interested. I just want you to get to fucking work around that. It's just, I don't
That's
care.
your cat moon.
Exactly. Now you're dismissed. Go to work. Okay. I don't care because it's like,
Mm-mm.
what else is more important when truly the healing and the salvation of the world depends on it? And, starting small to engage with people in just a consistent way. And I'm recording this live in Spain where I don't speak the language fluently, so I'm trying to find those
You really
small.
try though.
Girl, you better know, okay? Estoy
I
tratando
saw
de
your
hablar.
broken Spanish. What did you?
You're like, what did you say in English? I have no idea. You're like, you don't speak English, Italian, or Spanish. Good luck. No, there's this energy of like care and empathy that I think many of the Spaniards have because they know I'm trying and it's not going really well. But it's those small little exchanges that carry me through so that I can love a man more deeply, so that I can show up for my mother, my niece, my nephew, my twin sister, my father. Like all of these moments of exchange of love, I think that's why we're here, truly. Um, yeah, and I could go on and on and on about that, but that's where I
Well,
was.
let's keep going because my question then is like, how does our astrology inform that beautiful vision of yours? Like, how do we know? Like, how do we move from there?
That's a great question. Well, I think that astrology, as you know, is a kind of spiritual lens, a narrative approach to identity.
Mm,
It can tell the story of who the universe wants you to be.
I
We're
love
not
that.
always there, but we're trying, and then when we're able, I think, to express through astrology, hey, this is the story of who I am, using the language or not, other people feel that.
Mm,
I think deep down we know when someone's pretending or performing.
mm-hmm,
We also know when other people are professing from the truth of who they are.
mm-hmm,
And I think astrology gives you a foundation for self-acceptance, a foundation for self-definition, so we can get in right relationship because I'm telling you that I'm a Gemini who's supposed to fly, not a Cancer that's supposed to swim, like deal with it kind of thing. And then
mm-hmm,
also we hold the same level of curiosity and respect for an Aquarius that has their sacred mission, a Scorpio, an Aries. I mean, this becomes a practice and praxis of right relationship. And I think when you hold it in that way, you kind of realize all of them are special, so none of them are special. I can stand to get over myself. I don't have to object to other people's differences from me that much. Everybody has an assignment.
mm-hmm,
All I can do is focus on rising to the occasion of character within my chart as best as I can, and then extending that outward to as many people as I meet and letting other people be who their chart wants them to be, not who
mm-hmm.
the world is telling them to be, and they know they aren't.
Uh, what I love about that too is like, not once did you say start with someone else. Like, you're like, you have to start within. It has to start with you.
And that's Aries. Hello, Moon in Aries. That's the wisdom of Aries. If
Mm-hmm.
you are not clear on your wants, your desires, your fears, your hopes, your longings, your aspirations, you're going to be unmoored with other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe that's where the higher consciousness and spirituality crowd is very helpful. But I think sometimes they need to be reminded, girl, that's the floor, that's not the ceiling.
Mm,
What are you doing? This is
mm-hmm.
101, boo-boo.
But you see it happen all the time where people use astrology to be prescriptive about somebody else's like personality and like, oh, I just can't with a Cancer or what,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what, yeah, I guess maybe this is my Aries moon because it's like, clean up your house, clean up your
Let it
shit.
out. Let it out.
It's
Okay,
just
we
like,
got it.
be be responsible for your shit
Yes.
because I really do think the more that we can understand our own astrology, understand what the stars want us to know about who we are,
Yeah.
like the more that we can understand that, the less we're going to be throwing stones at somebody else because they're unhealed or wounded or
No,
whatever in their own astrology.
that's
It's
right.
like, oh, I have shadows. Oh, shit.
So why am I getting mad at a Cancer when all I need to worry about is what the hell I'm doing where I get hypervigilant, suspicious, protective, contemptuous, critical, all those things. Don't worry about them. Mind your business.
Mm-hmm.
And then frankly, I have noticed that when our relationship to spirit, God as we understand it, and then our relationship to our chart is aligned, it's not that we won't engage in conflict with others, but we will move about the world with a different frequency that lets
It's
everyone know
softer,
it's so much softer.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
we just operate from that erotic space where it'll either protect you so people will know, oh, Leilani's not the one, two, or three, so keep it the fuck moving, okay? And then also, if we get into some healthy discord with people, which I do all the time, we all do, it's a part of relating, we repair and we move forward. So
So hard.
it is so hard, and it's also like there's a bit of effortful and effortlessness attached to it. I just have noticed in my own life that when I really am focused on extending myself to the best of my capability in right relationship according to my astrology, my values, my this and that, my relationships are pretty solid. And then
Yeah.
the out of integrity and I'm pretending or I'm not speaking the truth fast, they're not. There's really no mystery.
Oh my gosh. It's it's so real. I'm like, I feel like the wisdom is still like permeating my
Oh,
cells with this. I think that, and especially because like what you were saying, like becoming human means understanding like our relational, I don't know, like almost like the glue, right? Like there's a space between us all that is covered by connection, right? Like there is this space that we often in our woundedness will disregard, or we won't even see it, like, oh, that person doesn't get me. Like we will cut it off at the knees before we even
totally,
realize. And
totally.
and how often does that go against what our deepest actual fucking desire is? Like I want connection. I crave connection. And for me to stay in a place where I don't understand my shadows, the astrology has helped me so fucking much to help
Uh-huh.
me realize like, oh, this is where I'm cutting connection off at the knees because of
100%.
my own fears, because of the way that I'm wired. This part of connecting is going to feel harder because X, Y, and Z,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Aries moon, angry, fucking angry. Get so angry, y'all. So much rage. And if I didn't accept that about myself and have outlets for that, it shows up in my connection, right?
And
So,
then, if every relationship is a story, as Esther Perel says, so write well and edit often, you're writing well when you're connecting with other people and saying, like, look, I'm hot-blooded. If you want easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, you need a different bitch because I'm not the one.
this bitch ain't
Okay.
it.
No, exactly. Like you'll miss me because I'm hot, but I'm gonna tell you right because it's true. But no, it gives you the space to
Love
have
you.
like I love you more, Aries moons, I'm telling you, to communicate yourself accurately in real time and then let other people know like what they're signing up for and just match those expectations. But you're right, it definitely provides so much insight into where we can cut connection off at the knees in the name of self-protection, even though
Mhm.
we're really just engaging in self-annihilation. So we have different language, different skills, and then hopefully different outcomes, second chances, reconciliation.
Oh my
Jesus,
gosh.
wouldn't that be nice?
It sounds like a pipe dream in the world that we're in right now,
I
right?
know. Yes. And all the more reason why the people who are trained in these skills need to be a lot louder than the people who aren't.
Mm,
Because that's the issue. I've heard Marianne Williamson say, love whispers. Hate is
mm,
very loud. Why are we whispering about this?
mhm.
And
But what that requires is, I'm sorry,
no,
what
baby, we're dialoguing. Come
what
on.
that requires is a spirit that's willing to hear it too, right? So it's both. It's like we have to show up in our wholeness and keep fucking showing. I've been doing this consistently for almost 5 years, showing up on social media, being a fucking shaman, like five
Fucking
years.
shaman, yo, that's the I've been a fucking shaman for 5 years needs to be my t-shirt.
Like I see it all. And also, how how willing is the world to hear it? So it requires both. That's the connection piece.
Yes. Well, and then I would wonder, right? So, A Course in Miracles, which is not claiming a monopoly on truth, but has definitely helped me in my spiritual training, says that we are assigned to people by whom we always have a maximum opportunity for soul growth.
Mm, I love
So
that.
I take the premise that we are assigned to people who have exactly the receptivity for what our message is, and we have exactly the receptivity for their messaging.
Mm.
So if you're trusting that there's a larger intentionality happening here, you won't engage in unnecessary self-criticism when it comes to the speaking of the truth, I don't think. And then you can always go into the very clinical scientific route where we just ask, hey, I have some feedback about this. Do you want to hear it? I was just wondering, is this something you'd be interested in? Where we're engaging in consent and getting into agreement. But more often than not, I think people hear you from the level that you're speaking from. And if you're speaking from that level of, I only share this for connection, not just protection, their nervous system will reflect a different receptivity than even if we don't see the observable effects of. You know what I'm saying?
Which is also hard
Hard
to not see it.
to not see it. And then that's why we talk about faith for a reason. We talk about vision. Hello, right? We talk about these principles free from the doctrine and dogma. You know, we'll use Neptune as an example. That's why Neptune is a planet in astrology. It's miracles with observable effects. It's a larger intentionality that is in us, but not of us, moving through us at all times.
And Neptune is ruled by Pisces. Is that right?
Yes, Pisces is ruled by Neptune in modern
Or
astrology.
Pisces.
Right. Yes, I knew what you meant. Ruled by, I speak Aries moon, right? We'll we're going to reverse it, okay? Yes. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And I'm with you because that wisdom, Leilani, was the hardest for me in my astrology to really grapple with. I have to see it. I have to know it. I have to experience it. I have to intellectualize it all day. But
Mm-hmm.
Pisces, it's like, no, you don't.
Mm-mm. And like a grounded Pisces, and I will say I've been working a lot with my Pisces energy in the last 5 years, is like even when the entire world tells us that we're wrong,
Mm.
we fucking know truth that's like unseen, right?
I have no words. Exactly, yes.
It's
And
like, and that's what's required in our world right now. We have to trust the unseen. We have to trust the unknown.
that and therein lies the role of the mystic, the shaman, the astrologer, I think, is to help other people maximize their tolerance level with the unknown.
It's a
Yes,
big task.
I know. Again, this is not, but and these are big times, and we are,
Mhm.
I genuinely believe, unlimited beings of spiritual capability. Let's stop fucking pretending, okay, that we don't have this capability.
Oh my gosh. We are
What
so divine.
Right. I mean, and so whenever we get into, of course, healthy self-doubt, it's okay. I'm right there with you. And then we remind the mind, oh, wait a minute. I mean, theoretically speaking, I was born at this time with this chart for a mission, should I choose to accept it. And guess the fuck what? I'm gonna accept it. Because if I find out at the end of this rodeo that I didn't rise to the occasion of excellence within my chart, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Can you imagine getting to the end of your life, Colin, and being like, could have done better?
I know, like I'm going for 10, 10, 10s across the board, baby. Okay.
You're there for the exit interview.
1,000%. I would be like, God, she, he, they, whatever the fuck. Okay, let's chat. But it's
You're like,
true.
I'm ready. You come in your project runway,
Oh,
like,
totally, totally. Somewhere in the tens, because there only be tens here, and I get like a seven. I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this again. No, no. Like that's the energy, we have. And the longer I'm in the practice of astrology, Leilani, the more I see it.
mhm.
I I get to bear witness to my clients' lives like you and hear the stories of redemption, of repair, of like miracles made realized. So I will never give in to cynicism and criticism and contempt because my career refuses it. Thank God.
Ah, I love that you're here. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, me too,
I
baby. You're gassing me up. This is why I'm surrounded by Aries women, okay?
we
And
do
they're
know how to
very
gas you
funny.
up.
It's true. It's true. Okay, you do. She, hers. Okay.
Oh my gosh. So you kind of lightly made mention we're in the age of Aquarius this year, the astrology. Like, what, baby? What are we
What is
doing?
going
What
on?
is going? Just shoot us straight. What's going on?
Well, and because I'm such a multidisciplinary student, I'd love for you, if you can, to maybe fill in the blanks a little bit based on your
Yeah.
own shamanic training, shamanic wisdom. I'd love for you to be like, oh, that correlates to this particular symbol. Or
Mhm.
so what I find really interesting about 2025 is the fact that by and large, several planets will be retrograde until the middle of April. And I can't remember a time, I've been an astrologer for almost 8 years now. So in the last 8 years, where we have had so many planets retrograde in the first half of a year. I don't remember. This is pretty
I
significant
feel
for me.
it.
Right, you're like, who are you telling? Okay.
It's rough out there.
It is rough out there because we are being asked to apply the law of Vries in retrograde, recalibrate,
Mm.
you reimagine, repair, reconnect, reunite, all of those things. And what I find fascinating is that I think we are given a chance to possibly make a really big U-turn come April.
Mm.
A lot of necessary work around releasing from the past, from whatever, right?
Yes.
Because come the second half of the year, we're going to get a real green light go moment. I'm going to go with April to October, right? Lots of energy is going to change at once. And then bam, it slows down again until February of next year. And then that's when everything that we've done this year takes incredible shape. So, really quickly, what I just want to tell your listeners is that astrologically speaking, this year is in preparation for an event that's going to occur in February of 2026. Everything that we are seeing and experiencing right now is leading up to that moment. The last time this happened was the year that I was born, 1989. This is a specific transit known as the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. And there was so many historically defining moments that year that it has actually been named the year that made modern history. The year that made modernity was 1989. And for the first time since, we're going to experience that transit again in February 2026. But we're going to get a lot of hints, a lot of initiation, and a lot of progress getting us ready for it.
I was like,
So,
that's a year from now. I was so
I know, but
confused. I'm like,
baby,
oh, that's like 3 years. We're fine.
yeah, 2026. Oh no, bro, that's like around the corner. Okay. Aquarius, okay, around the corner.
But like what so
So, go
that's
ahead.
basically when everything shifted um in 89. Like that's when it was like, oh, this is a whole new world.
An entire new world. The fall of the Berlin Wall, the collapse of the Soviet Empire, the beginning of sensational journalism, no objectivity in
Oh
media,
God.
beginning of like the cell phone, which is inspired by the Game Boy.
Mm,
Like the World Wide Web was introduced in 89.
yep.
President Trump took out a full page ad in the New York Times saying, bring back the death penalty for the Central Park Five. They were eventually acquitted. They were never near that crime. So misinformation, if it
Mm.
bleeds, it leads. Commercial profit over purpose.
I was
That
just gonna say I felt money took a new role in 89.
money became the new god.
Mm,
I mean, it kind of always got there in a lot of ways. But then what was interesting too, honey, is in 89, we had lots of introductions and reimaginings of like pushing back against the ultimate Goliath, right? Because it
yeah.
was the protests in Tiananmen Square.
Yep.
So China went through significant social revolutions. Spike Lee's Do the Right Thing, Fight the Power, that came out in 89. We had
Mm,
the two first Black congressmen elected to the United States Congress in 89. So there was significant progress and significant evolution.
mm. I'm hearing revolution too.
Yes, you should
It was
be.
a revolutionary time. I just saw something, what was it? There was like a meme or something that was like just a reminder that empires like historically have fallen after 250 years
Oh,
and the
TikTok,
US is turning 249 this year. So
yeah,
literally 250.
right.
And so what comes up for me is I hear
Which would
you
make it 250 in 2026.
what's that?
Which would make it 250 in
That's what I'm
2026.
saying. That I
Yeah,
feel like the revolution is here. And from a shamanic perspective, what I've been gathering about the energy, and I'm like, it's crazy because I have so many astrology friends like
Oh, I love
that are
it.
just like they just like get it. And but I astrology is something that I'm still learning about. I probably don't give myself enough credit for how much I do know, but it's not something I track, if that makes sense. And so what I
Maybe
find
not
is that
consciously, maybe not
yeah,
consciously.
exactly. Not consciously. And so, what I have been feeling into from the energy, and I'm really tapped into the energy of like our collective, our human collective, is a
Yeah.
big part of my medicine. And so, what I've been feeling is this. I know something big is coming. I know we're about to be called into action. Like, I know that those of us who have been walking this path are like about to get accelerated as fuck.
Yes.
And before that happens, a reckoning is required. Our shadows are all coming to the surface. Our wounds, anything that is like remotely in the way of us taking the fuck off is getting brought to the surface. So many clients, friends, whatever are like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm having like thoughts of self-harm and like all this like really dark, shadowy energy." But again, it's like that is yes, that is stuff of yours that's
Yeah.
coming up for you to examine and reckon with. That's also some interference, right?
Yeah.
Energetically, those of us who are deeply tapped in, we run the risk of getting these like energetic interferences, which are not about us or who we are. But like it's all coming, like we're standing in the darkness, we're standing in the shadows, we're standing in the unknown. And something that you said, which because I'm a Scorpio rising, I am like I'm Scorpio
Through and
energy,
through.
and
Okay.
it's something to the effect of like trusting the unknown. What is the phrase?
Maximize our tolerance level with uncertainty. It's a theory by Rachel Botsman, who studies trust at Oxford University, who is an Aquarius woman, I believe. Go ahead.
Yeah, but trust is a like an accepting relationship with the unknown. What was it? Trust is
A confident relationship with the
a
unknown. Yeah.
confident relationship with the unknown. That's what it is. And we are I get it. And we are being not even like asked. It's not like a will you please step into the unknown and be confident within it. It's like, bitch, you better wait, you better be confident. You better know who the fuck you are. You better remember who the fuck you are. And this unknown doesn't define you, right? Like, who are we when all the lights are out? You know?
Now that's the Scorpio question, baby. Yes. Yes. And also too, it's like, can we also just be real about the fact that what have the last 5 years been but an initiation to the unknown? Where have you been if you haven't been noticing that? What planet have you been on? And can you take me there?
And what's wild about that is we have diverged like so many people are like, okay, I'm in the unknown. Let me find my people. Let me find my intuition. Let me begin to like accelerate my path into who I am on a soul level. And
Yes.
then there's the divergence of like the other, like, and not to other them because we are them also. But then there's the people who have like kind of deepened into their fears of the unknown and
Yes.
held tightly to like the structures and the status quo and the money and like money is God. Like there are
Mm.
those who have diverged. So I guess the question is like, I mean, you being the way that you see becoming human is connection. Like, what do you see for us with this divergence?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I see so many things improving and so many things getting a lot worse.
Hmm.
Because that seems to be like the arc of history,
Yeah.
right? And I believe that, it's always taken just a small group of radical people
Hmm.
who have a better idea. I think sometimes, the movement spaces would benefit from just a quick historical analysis that the majority of Americans did not believe in abolition. The
Oh my
majority of
God.
Americans did not believe that women should have the right to vote. Like, hello,
That's
right? So,
wild.
oh my God, of course not. No, it was a small group of outrageous radicals, baby, who had a better idea and they were fucking loud about it.
Mm.
Okay. And so that's what I wonder is, wow, so has the critical mass been reached? I think we're getting very close. I
Yeah.
really do. I get a lot of good insight about that. And the more that we love with conviction and love with authority and power, healthy power, I
Hmm.
just think like all this noise and fascism, yeah, it's going to put up a fight, but guess the fuck what? They always fall, and that darkness cannot stand in the presence of light. Darkness is
Mm.
it's an absence of thing. We got to be that light. We got to be that love, and we have to do so loudly. And maybe even with our own friends and say, baby, I know you're just trying to help. This energy, this is a losing strategy. Fix it.
Mm. Oh my gosh. And what courage it takes to
Yeah.
scream what's right into the void,
To tell the fucking truth.
to
Yeah.
tell the truth, to stand in our truth, to know what our truth even is.
Yeah. And I think that, and that's where I would really love to see queer people
Mm.
take significant stewardship.
Say more.
Because vulnerably speaking, I'm pretty outspoken about this, but I really struggled with clear truth telling when I came out of the closet because I spent 16 years learning how to lie when I was afraid.
Mm.
And I
Oh
never
my
got to
gosh.
yes or
I
no,
just
right?
felt that. Yes.
And so we as queer people have a really unique insight into what it means to know the truth and speak it because we have had to, for survival's sake, perhaps lie, be
Or
dishonest,
silence ourselves.
silence ourselves, right? And so we have a really unique medicine around this, around what does it mean for us to be spaces for others, the psychological safety for truth telling?
Hmm.
What does it mean for us to initiate that, whether or not people are ready?
Yeah.
And yeah, tell the truth bravely because I think one of my biggest regrets in life was just not maybe going right into therapy when I was 16 or something, just to, learn how to be afraid and tell the truth at the same time. Because honestly, Leila, I don't think I knew how to do it until I was 24, 24, 25.
I resonate with that so fucking deeply, both as like a closeted queer person for so long and also like growing up in like an abusive household where it's like the truth gets you. I mean, that's violent. It's violent. The truth has been equated with violence. And I know that's true for so many queer folk. I know that that's true for so many trans folks. Like
God. Actively today. Yep.
it's so actively today.
Right, right. And so I would love for queer folks to kind of ask, like, and use whatever language they feel appropriate with, but like, do I have a ministry here? And I
Mm,
think if we're really honest with ourselves, the answer is yes.
yeah.
The answer is yes. And then we have to look within ourselves and kind of say, like, where am I punishing when other people tell me their truth?
Oh my God. Oh, stop.
You know?
Stop.
All right, like I do not want to take responsibility. I just came here to be hot, says the Aries
Stop.
moon. I'm kidding.
Stop attacking me, Colin.
You know,
Oh.
that's the hard part. And again, I really give so much credit to my Aries moon best friend, a lesbian woman. She has given me so many emotionally corrective experiences just because she is a space of psychological safety for my truth telling.
Mm,
Never
ah.
overreacts. She never punishes me. She might disagree. She might, ask questions. There might be initial defensiveness, but we have within our culture the ability to tell the truth. And I think it does take a queer angle to do that with such distinction and excellence that I would
Mm,
love to know that those of us who are in this conversation and queer identified really say, how can I step that up?
hmm. And it's safe. And you're safe, right?
I would hope. We were just saying, trans people are being actively assaulted with US passports, things like that. I can't guarantee that it will be safe, but I can guarantee you will feel brave for having done so.
Hmm.
And I think I personally have noticed that when we are brave in our truth telling and courageous, there might be an initial like hullabaloo. but the universe wastes no time protecting you. I'm
Oh,
gonna fucking lay claim to that. Yes or no? Have you noticed that?
I have. It makes me tear up because there is like when we stand in divine love, and I
Yes.
mean that by like loving ourselves enough to stand in the truth of who we are and what we know is right and right relationship, right? When we stand in that energy of divine love, like we are protected. We have to be.
Yes. Yes. And
And
again, do we have the physical evidence? Maybe not right away. Will it take a lot of faith and hope? At your ass. Go ahead. What were you going to say? I feel like I interrupted.
no, I mean it's just it's so fucking scary.
I know.
It's but this is the trust in the unknown, right? Like this is it.
Yes. And you know what? Maybe I had a feeling that we were going to come to this, but if I may, what I just want to acknowledge is just start small.
Mm,
You know that the South Node is in Virgo right now, the wisdom of small goals only.
mm,
And when it comes to, what does it take to make love a more matter of routine interaction, start small. Start with your barista that you see once a week. Hey, how are you? Like, good to see you. Oh, did you go on vacation? How was that? Start small.
yeah.
Small talk. I always get actually very suspicious, Leilani, when people say I don't do small talk because that lets me
Mm,
know they could try to hotwire and go through everything too fast, too soon, and like very extreme thinking. Small talk is good for the soul, baby. It's
yeah.
the lubricant, it's foreplay.
Yeah.
Start small. Hello, right? And
It's
then in trusting the universe, it's the same thing. All right, I'm a little nervous about these deadlines I got looming. Hey universe, can you like work with my timing a little bit and just help me? Ba, ba, ba. You'll make it. And then don't fucking forget it. And then keep asking.
start small. This came up. I recently had a session with you, Colin, which was like mind blowing, and I've watched back many times. But this is something that you said in terms of a routine with the universe is like waking up, ask the
Mhm.
universe, what were the questions? Who would you have me
Where would
be?
you have
Or
me
what was
go?
it?
Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom?
And that's so easy. On this day, what are these things?
Yeah, and then you will be led, you will be guided in slow, small ways. But that's how change is made. We might
Mm-hmm.
be able to punish ourselves to quick behavior overnight, but it's never sustainable.
Mm. It's interesting too to slow it down. I mean, we have to because of the nature of like the shadow period that we're in prior to like this big acceleration, right? Like we
Yes.
have to be able to go day by day because there's literally no vision. Like it's just it's gone. I am a visionary. I am like that has been my entire I mean, I'm an Aquarius. I mean, I know the future very well. And I'm like I got nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing is clear. Nothing is certain. There are no choices. We have choices to make. There's so much. And so this moment requires a steady, soft, like small steps approach.
Yes, because I think that's how vision and the future is made, is in small, incremental, sustainable choices that we make.
Mm.
Right? And then from there, we're like, fuck the vision, fuck all of this. All I have is right here, right now. What's the small thing that I can do? Is it, oh, I don't know, having a drink of water? Probably, hun. Is it, like flossing my teeth? Definitely. Okay. Like, it's because I'm sick and
I
tired of
feel like this
telling
is a very specific. Who are you talking about right now? No, I'm just
baby. Okay, first of all, the hydration piece, I can tell a lot of these bitches are dehydrated. It's like, get some water. And then sometimes I just have to tell folks, like, they're not flossing. I can smell their breakfast from a week ago. And listen, no judgment. I'm just describing. I'm just describing. But again, how do we take responsibility? Small goals only for our hydration and our dental health.
I love you so
I love you too. And these are
there's
questions
so much.
that demand answers in the astrology conferences. Like, do you need a floss pick?
Your cat moon is so strong right
Such a
now.
cunt. Can I say that word on here? I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Oh,
I appreciate you so much.
thank
So
you.
What is there anything from the astrology, from your own channel, like your medium channel, what you're receiving? Like, is there anything in this moment that we need to know?
Yes, if I may, and thank you
Yeah.
for giving me space to process these ideas because again, the fact that they move from monologue to dialogue is a gift. So thank you for
Mm.
inviting me here, for scheduling this. This is so divinely timed. I would think that my vision for, frankly, the next, I'm going to say from now until I think it's 2038, how long Neptune's going to be in Aries. I should have double checked this, but we are going to have two significant transits with Saturn and Neptune, two outer planets entering the sign of Aries. And the thing that I want the people to know is that our life force is really the cornerstone of our spiritual practice right now.
Hmm.
It's engaging with life force from the place of risk-taking, spontaneity, engaging in the unknown more confidently, novelty, experimentation, failure, the bravery to begin anything for the first time. It's not through walled off, hyper boundaried. Everybody needs to serve my emotional needs as I define them. All about me, all about the safety piece. No, 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 no,
It's
no.
about courage.
Courage, risk taking, valor. Who is Leilani when she takes risks and fall flat on her fucking face? Who is she?
I don't know who I am not being that person,
Okay. You're
honestly.
like, bitch, I did that this morning. Okay. But guess
I
the
just
fuck what?
I just got up off the floor, so
But guess what? This lip gloss is on, honey. Okay.
still popping.
All right. Well, Mama called. She wants her hit single back. Okay. But anywho, she's the Aries moon woman that got right the fuck back up and said, oh, well, and so I'm very curious right now. Like the question that's animating my work is how can the divination and metaphysical and sometimes spiritual fields, Leilani, actually create a lifeless world because we're overly predicting, we're overly analyzing. Things are becoming overly known. A known world is a dead world, is a lifeless world.
Mm, mm.
I want my clients to be vitalized. I want them to have life force. I want them to have erotic energy. And I'm not talking about hypersexual energy. I'm talking about radiance, vitality.
Mm.
And that is only found more often than not with a certain lens in the unknown.
Where is Scorpio in your chart? You're so... Uh-oh, we lost you.
Uh-oh, I know.
Well, because you are like speaking my language.
Okay, wow, I'm honored. See, and then you'll have to challenge me on this because actually I thought I was speaking the Aries language,
Oh.
but Scorpio is the sign of intimacy. I look at Scorpio as intimacy, Aries as eroticism. I
Mm.
have a Pluto in Scorpio conjunct my IC, square my ascendant. So it is the foundation of my astrology. Some of my astrologer friends are like, where you have a little too much Scorpio in your chart, Mr. Sunglasses and breakfast in the morning. Where's it's dark in here. Why do you need your sunglasses on? You know? But no, I honestly, Scorpio has been one of my greatest teachers in this field of like, what does it mean to engage in the erotic and in life from that place of vitality and excitement, enthusiasm. So I just surround myself with them. Yeah.
It's
I
so
just sent an
interesting.
naughty text to one earlier, but you said that for a different day. I said, baby, I had a dream about you, and let me tell you about it. Because I'm Gemini. Read all about it.
It's interesting too because the Scorpio thing, it's like it's balancing, it's like the vitality, everything you're talking about is like the unknown is like where life happens, right? The unknown is where life exists. And
Yes.
also Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. And like
Good point.
so it's like we not only do we have to like get called into life fullness versus like lifelessness, it's like we're being called into that life
Yes.
force, but it
Yes.
requires, which is the place that we're in now, a letting go,
Deathing.
a shedding.
100%. A deathing, a shedding, a grief, an acknowledgement too. And honestly, I'll be really real with you. Of all the zodiac signs, the only one I've ever gotten an apology from is Scorpio.
Really?
And
That's
yeah,
kind of surprising.
I don't know. I know. Like, all the astrologers are like, we leave the chat. He's never said
He's like
anything.
this fucking guy.
Yeah, he's making this up. No. And that's the one I actually texted today. But again, and I say this to say, Scorpio is this space where we realize, oh, my best thinking got me here. And where am I? Alone, upset, disappointed, angry, anxious, whatever. Do I need to make some apologies? Do I need to make an acknowledgement? Do I need to say, I'm sorry? Because then that's when we get the death of the former self, right? That self-protection, that ego space that's so hell-bent on making sure I'm right, but I'm alone. I'm right, but I'm alone. And what if,
Girl, stop
and what
attacking
if,
me.
right, stop
Get
it.
you.
And then what if instead we let that version of ourselves die and then have the resurrection force that Scorpio provides us with too?
That's
But you got to
literally where I'm at right now.
say more. Go ahead. I
No,
know
I
you.
mean like I'm letting go of like my righteousness in
Yeah.
it, specifically in like romantic love and relationships. It's been so humbling. So like I thought I was like so right.
Of
Right?
course. Of
I thought I
course.
was so right. And it's like, oh, well, you just don't, you're too wounded. You don't get it. You don't, whatever. Like all these reasons what like kept me out of connection. And now in a place of like, I may have been wrong. I may have fucked up. I may have been keeping myself alone because that's what's felt safe my entire life and the least violent.
Oh, shit.
And you know what I mean? So it's like connection has been it has been scary my entire
Uh-huh.
life. People that loved me hurt me my entire life. And so if like in order for that part of me to die away, which I literally just had a conversation, I channeled a conversation with the energy of grief last night.
Scorpio shit.
Literally.
And what did it say?
Grief like just sat with me and was like, "Do you know what we're letting go of?" And it took me forever. I was in the bath, in like a CBD bath, and it took me forever, but I saw me.
Yeah,
I had to let go of me. Oh, I just got goosebumps. And I had to let go of the me that was so hell bent on being alone. I had to let her go because, to your point, what's going to save our world is connection. And me being alone helps fucking no one. No one. We lost Colin.
death drop.
It helps no one. And that's the thing. Like a lot of
Least of all you. Least of all you.
I
Continue.
cannot. I can't be alone. I can't be small. I can't
Right.
be unloved. I can't allow myself to be in a cage of lovelessness. It's not it doesn't like I just realized 5 years I've been on this mission, this like steadily walking this path. I'm a shaman, I'm helping everyone and like I can't let any of their love in all these people that literally text me every day like, oh my gosh, I had this awareness, you helped me do this, like people on threads, people on Instagram, and I'm like helping, and I couldn't let any of it in.
Mm,
I
mm.
couldn't I and I have to connect to the world. I have to connect to our collective in order for source, the universe, to use me
That's right.
for
That's
all of the work that is like I am one of those few. I know that. One of the few that are like we're here to fucking change things. I know that. I know that with every cell of my being,
right.
and I cannot do that without connection.
Nope. And letting it in that you are connected to a power that's in you, that's not of you, moving through you, helping these people. Hello.
Hello.
You
So
right?
grief
Oh,
so grief and I were just chilling last night.
just chilling in the bathtub
It
last
was the
night.
worst.
See,
But here we are.
this is why I fuck with Scorpios because they also make me think of the expression like laughter in hell.
Oh, I was laughing. It was so bizarre. I went between crying hysterically and laughing
Yes.
hysterically. Like, oh
Oh,
my God, look how fucking alone I've been and just crack up for 10 minutes. Like, it's so like dark humor.
It's Scorpio. It's laughter in hell. I can't
Laughter,
explain
laughter in hell. Because
it.
that's where we are.
Right. So you know what, girl? We might as well just be like, yeah, you were alone for 10 minutes. You'll never believe what I did too yesterday. Oh my God, and just like, and also wonder too, because Jupiter's in Gemini for the first 6 months of this year, the healing power of levity. I often wonder, oh my God, the higher consciousness crowd, we really just take ourselves so goddamn.
We love to be fucking serious. I'm like, you guys, this is the worst. I am in hell.
And I'm not laughing. Okay. What the fuck is going on here?
Not funny.
Not funny. This is ugly, and I am too pretty to be this sad and serious. Okay?
Can't do it.
I can't, I won't, I shan't. And I learned actually just how kind of colonial this is in the sense that I read about the trickster archetype and how in indigenous spaces, the ceremonies that were either political or spiritual always opened with the jester or the comedian because they believed that you couldn't think deeply or pray until you laughed first.
Oh my God. Yes.
So the laughter, the levity as a spiritual practice, oh my God, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. And what
I
do they
think
say is
it's
medicine?
I gotta start. I've been wanting to put funnier stuff on my
Oh,
page, like
please,
on Instagram. It's
please,
so I'm ready.
please, because girl, you got the sense of
I'm
humor. You're
so worried about offending people because I know because I Jesus is my homeboy,
love it.
not Christian, grew up Catholic, not Christian.
Right.
But Jesus and I have very dark humor together. I mean, he was literally crucified. Can we not?
Can we
And
though? Can we
can we
though?
though? And so there's so many like ideas that I have, and Jesus is like, "You're insane." And I'm like, I want to do it. Let's do it. Like, let's do it. Let's make fun of you being the son of God.
Like we have
Like,
to.
let's do it. And people are and I'm just like, I gotta do it. We just got it. We
No,
got
you
to. We have to.
have to, because I also learned, I thought this was gorgeous in A Course in Miracles, that the ego is made when the Son of God, who is referred to as the collective, right? All of us, we are in the sonship,
Mhm.
gender notwithstanding,
Right.
forgot to laugh.
I believe that.
Me too. Because Lord, and then that's when we started to take ourselves so goddamn seriously. And I'm so bored of that. I can take life concepts seriously, relationships, connection, shame, empathy, what seems like the collective catastrophe that is the human experience right now.
Yeah.
But so help me God, if I'm not going to be humorous and horny the entire time, count me out.
It made me think of something you said throughout our entire session, which is like,
Come
my
on.
pussy is dry. I just said that on my podcast. Yeah. If you're gonna be serious this entire time, dry ass pussy. Sorry. Good luck with that. I'll give you the exit interview on your way out.
Right. Okay. Because I cannot walk around with a dry pussy when I know I should operate from a place of wetness.
We
Okay.
do. The new earth requires wet pussies. Period. Full stop. Are
Shut
we are we a are we
it.
off the rails? We are. Oh my gosh.
No, honey,
Okay.
we are on the rails. We are on the rails. Are you kidding me?
We are so right.
Everybody else is off the rails because their pussies are dry and their dicks are soft. And I say, no more.
More dry pussies. No more dry pussies. We just show up to fucking we're
To
showing
like
up
put,
to the riots.
yes, please. Yes. The Gemini and the Aquarius at the revolution. Okay.
Oh my god, Colin. Oh, we gotta wrap it up because I'm way over time with you and I love you so
No, it's
much.
been such a joy. Oh my
Oh
God,
my
please.
god. I love you. Okay,
I
the
love
question
you
that I
more.
ask everybody, what is your bumper sticker? What is the one piece of wisdom? I mean, we may have just found it, but what's the one piece of wisdom you put everywhere?
Lighten the fuck up, bitches. Like seriously. It's not that
Yes.
serious.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about soft dicks and like wet pussy, dry pussies. I
Dude,
left it wide open for you.
I know you were like, I teed you up for that, and you really took such a U-turn, bitch. I know, because I swear, I just cannot. I just need everybody to lighten up.
We cannot.
No, I don't like it's just so deeply unattractive to be that serious. And I just
Yeah, we know.
and I have had it up to here, okay? So it would
Lighten the
really
fuck up.
bitches, okay?
Bitches. Yes.
All of they, them, theirs, you
Yeah.
bitches will lighten the fuck up because let me tell you something right now. Is there more heaven on earth than laughing with your friends and just like
No.
no, no. And it's funny because it's not even a romantic love. It's just laughing with people. It's like we could do it anytime, any place, with anyone we care about. Laughing like that, like we just had a really good series of belly laughs. That was heaven on earth. And for me, that would be my bumper sticker because one of my crowning achievements was making my Aries moon best friend laugh so hard she threw up.
Giving you your exit interview at the end of your life, and you're like, look, this was a success. And you can't tell me otherwise. They're like, but you did other things. You're like, no.
No, 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 no. Picture it. My 34th birthday, Fire Islands, okay? She threw up the pepperoni pizza she just ate an
In
hour before.
public?
Oh, yeah. And I stomped away and said, like, I'm good. Like, universe, take me. I have achieved my
I'm
crowning glory.
happy. That is like, I've never, that's my new life fucking goal. I've never made anyone laugh so hard that they threw up in public.
I swear, it just takes the perfect constellation of things. Woo!
Like, you create a course.
I know.
Create a course.
I might. Honestly, I might. That's what's going to be my 2025 resolution because you bitches are boring and ugly, and I just can't.
Not even, that's so Leo. This
I
is
know.
not even a resolution. You guys are just boring and ugly, and I just can't.
I can't stand this.
Oh my God.
Woo!
I hope that everyone is laughing as much as we are. I fucking love you so much. Colin, where can we find you? I know there's going to be so many
Oh,
people
God.
that are going to want to find you. And this will be
I
in the
don't know
show
if I've
notes
ever laughed
also.
this hard in a podcast before.
What's that?
I don't know if I've ever laughed this hard in a podcast before, Leilani. I swear I don't think I have. Woo!
That oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. I definitely have it. And also a first, wet pussies and soft dicks. That's
And so help me God if I find out that it's the last. I am coming for your little pink light, and I'm gonna say, get it together. Okay.
called out my lighting.
It's the gayest thing I've seen in a long time, and I
I'm
am in a
so
gay
gay though.
evolutionary
I'm
phase.
so,
Okay.
I'm
So
so
don't play
gay.
with me. That lighting is very gay. And I won't, I shan't, I can't. Okay.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so glad those are
Stop
your
making
words.
fun of me. You know I can't say I'm an Aries moon. I can't handle it.
Oh, it's roasting is a love language, and thank God. Okay. Somebody says something. No, I love it. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
no, we're way past that, Colin.
No, it honestly is. And I'm gonna come for you in your little pink light, and I'm gonna say it again every 3 months if you can. You know, actually, can we just acknowledge that when you had those belly laughs, you ingest your body with like nutrient-rich oxygen?
Mm.
There's like all this science on this is that like belly laughs is akin to like 15 minutes of rowing and breath work. It brings new oxygen into your lungs.
I did not know that.
Yes, yes, yes. I just learned this. Well, I was reminded of it a few days ago. I learned it about a year and a half ago during a Virgo transit because, of course, so fucking funny. But just the healing properties of this kind of laughter, you can't top it.
Oh, this is why we need people like you and I. Like we need each other. We
Yes, yes,
need we need
yes,
people who are
yes.
unserious. I know I do. I do. I need it because I don't breathe. A bitch doesn't breathe.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay. I cannot with that at all, ever. And
and maybe
honestly,
this.
go
No,
ahead. Were you
you
going to say
go.
this, that this is a function of our queerness?
Ooh,
I
no.
do.
I
I
will say I've probably laughed more since I came out of the closet. That's for sure.
God, Jesus, I hope.
We
Right?
have to.
We have to.
Like laughter, levity is a survival mechanism.
And it's erotic, it is helpful, it is healing.
Yeah, I'm so
No.
turned on. And I know you don't want shit to do with me.
Listen, Aries moon, the day is young. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Colin, where can the people
Right.
find you? It
Okay,
will
you
be in
asked
the
it.
show notes.
They can find me at colinbedell.com. Okay, that's my spicy link. Unfortunately, I haven't made an OnlyFans yet. One day, where we just get really vulgar. And I actually, speaking of gays, I am writing the weekly horoscopes for them, the American Queer Media magazine, which I'm so happy about. So you can check out my horoscopes there. They've been such a great magazine to work for. I'm so fucking blessed. I have a couple of books out, yada yada. Yeah.
Okay. And it'll all be in the show notes. Colin, you are such a blessing. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for being here. I've never laughed so hard on my podcast. I don't, I mean, sorry to all my previous guests. I love you, but I don't think I've ever had so much fucking fun. I mean,
Yeah. And so help me God, if that is not my value with my fire sign bitches, my Aries moon, just like horny and humorous kind of energy. Like I don't want to do anything else than this.
that's my
My
bumper sticker, horny and humorous. I mean, I don't know. It's me.
honk if you're horny and humorous, and you're gonna get a ton of honks, honey.
I like
Okay.
pull over.
Okay, I can't deal with all this attention. Scorpio rising. Okay. Oh my God, that's because again, these are the best experiences for me is when I'm just like with my girls at a gay place, laughing the fucking night away. There, I don't
Just
know.
free.
Wait, oh my God, you're right. The freedom
The
of
freedom.
the laughter, the joy, the connection that I have with my friends when we're in this level of silliness. And again, they are predominantly with queer people and around queer spaces for that reason. I don't know.
I mean, you can exhale, right? Like you can just like be yourself.
That's such a fucking good point. So that's where you can find me and Leilani is in Hell's Kitchen on 3 o'clock in the morning. God only knows where.
Oh my
Okay.
God. We must go to the gay bars and the lesbian bars when you're in Seattle.
Yes,
Please.
well, I'm going to be there for my birthday, and I felt so bad that I couldn't see Alana the last time that I was there. But maybe I'll come for a few days before or after to extend my trip.
Yes.
Yeah, I fucked with the energy of Seattle. I was like, I like this.
Oh,
I can
it's
do.
great. It's not East Coast,
That's
but
okay. That's
but
okay.
yeah, we're gonna have to take you out. Alana and I will take you out for sure.
Yay, yay, my Scorpio bitches.
I love you, Colin. Thank you so much for being here, and hopefully we'll have you back again soon.
Anytime. It's always a yes.
Y'all, thank you so much for being here for this conversation with Colin Bedell, QueerCosmos. Oh my gosh, there were so many nuggets, so many takeaways I'm still sitting with. And the one that's really coming to the surface at this time, really given everything that I've been navigating, even personally over the last year or so, really deepening into my humanness, is this thought that the salvation and the healing of our collective and our world is truly dependent on our ability to deepen into love and connection, to trust love and connection, to be able to let it in, And what I love about this conversation with Colin, especially, is we got to really see and unpack, like, what are all the things that get in the way of that? It seems like such a simple concept that we can move forward as a collective if we just love and connect. And yet it's not that simple because there's so many things in the way. I love the way that Colin brings in astrology to kind of help us understand ourselves and help us understand, okay, what are the things that are in the way? How can we begin to make choices to go into the unknown, to trust the unknown, to find some way to navigate uncertainty that doesn't stop us in the ways that we're healing and moving and growing. And so I'm just so grateful for Colin and the time that he spent with us today. If you want to connect with Colin, you can find all of his information in the show notes. If you want to connect with me, you can find my information there as well. But for now, be still, my friends, and live into your impact. I'm so glad you're here, and we'll talk to you soon.